would you feel if you knew that your organ, the one that you did donate, if you did it, donate, saved someone else's life? What if a loved one in your family got into an accident and they were in need of organ donation? It was an emergency and there was none available. How would you feel? Would you go crazy? Would you give up your own organ? Did you know that 18 people die per day waiting on an organ transplant? 90% of Americans support organ donations, but it's funny though. Only 30% actually take action to donate the organs. And within that 30%, 3% are Asians. Asians, a minority group, are not taking the chance to donate organs. Why? Because they're not in favor of donating, because there are misconceptions or uncertainties that they have when it comes to donating an organ. In this speech, I'll be talking about how Asian Americans are not aware of the high demands of organs in this country and how impactful it can be. I'm going to be talking about how cultural beliefs or superstitions cause them to shy away from donating organs, and I was talking about how they're insecure of their image or health condition and class in society, and how the external factors cause them not to donate organs. So first point, a lot of Asian Americans, they're unaware of the high demand for organ donations. In 2013, data from .gov show that 28,953 people out of 122,962 survived because of organ donors. And out of that 28,000 people who donated, 1,500 were Asians. 1,500. This is not a big number at all. Out of that 28,000 people. Now traditionally, Asian parents, they're more confined. What I mean by that is that it's like they have their own little box. Let's use this analogy. They have their own little box. And within this box, you can only take few distances, right? You don't stick your hand out. You don't do any of that because you are in this box. You're confined in this box. So, how that relates to reality. Because they're in this own little box, they don't come out of the shell, they don't reach out to the communities, and they don't take the time to learn about societal needs in this country, and they're not being a role model for the children, teaching them, that such things are important in life, such as donating organs. Now there's a Hmong family though, who went out of the box and helped donate, despite their traditions and beliefs. So, this Asian family, they had a son named Christian. He was 8. He loved playing the piano, and he dreamed to become a fireman or police officer to help others. Now, after his death, one cold morning, he suffered from brain aneurysm. His parents donated 5 of his organs to help save lives of others. Why is this? Because their son, Christian, was not able to complete the dreams that he desired to complete. So they want to give others a chance to do this too. They want to help their community, help their neighbors. They knew that doing this can help others too because they experienced it firsthand. Point 2, minorities don't donate because of cultural or religious superstitions or beliefs. In 1992, Panyia found that reasons to not donate were because Asians feared that removal of the organ is unholy, ruins their sanctity, and they violate the rule of being buried whole. How they came is how they're supposed to go. Now in my family, my parents tell me that I should not donate my organs because in the afterlife, and we believe in this afterlife where there's a spirit world, they said that if you donate your organs, you will be a lost soul wandering the afterlife. Just lost, not knowing where to go and such. But I said to them, what would you do if I was laying on the hospital bed and I was dying? I needed like a heart organ or just whatever organ. What would you do? Would you still take my organ out and put a new one in me? What if there was no organs available? Like I said in the intro, what if it was an emergency and I needed that organ? There wasn't any there. And of course my parents said, Panyia, or not Panyia, they would say daughter, of course. They would say, daughter, of course will give you our organ. And they'll do no matter what to give me that organ, to find me an organ, even if it means replacing theirs to mine. And that just shows that these superstitions could just be an excuse to not donate. Because when it really comes to it, if your loved one really, really needed it, of course you'll abandon your pride and your beliefs and give them that because you love them no matter what. Point 3. Asian minorities are at a disadvantage to donate. This can be many reasons why. External factors such as poverty and even diseases. I'll go more into that in a second here. So in February 2013, Minority Health showed that Asian minorities have higher rates of potentially organ-destroying diseases and have less access to quality care. Moreover, 46% of the poverty level increased from 2002 to 2010 in the Asian population as well. Now these correlations affect how, as we go more in poverty, we lack health services, which causes more diseases to occur, which causes us Asians to not be able to donate because we are not healthy. Moreover, because we're in poverty, we don't even think about donating. This leads to my first point. It connects to my first point of how, we're not knowledgeable of that, Asian donations are helpful and really in demand in this country. I remember working at Hmong Village one day and I saw this old lady, and I was advertising insurance for my workplace. I worked at the home health care agency, and I was advertising MenSure because we partnered with them. I asked her, "Hi, do you have insurance?" And she said, "No." I asked why, and then she said it's because she has no paperwork and she doesn't have the money to do any of that. And she had this booth full of herbal medicines, and not being able to have that access is very, very hard and causes us not to even think about donating organs. So this is why they're at a disadvantage to donate. Moreover, there are many factors that affect why the Asian population don't donate. And I understand that it's really, really hard, and you can't just donate in a glimpse like this. And there are many, many rules that shy them away from donating, such as superstitions or religious beliefs. But like I said, there are many, many factors, such as not being knowledgeable of it, staying confined in your own little box here, believing in religious superstitions so strongly, or maybe just because you're at a disadvantage, you experience poverty, and it just doesn't cross your mind to do that. But we have to be open-minded, because if you've never really actually experienced that miracle of having an organ donation to a loved one, you'd never know how important that feels like. It is like magic. Like giving an organ is the best miracle in someone's life. It is the gift of life. And it should be taken into consideration no matter what race you are, no matter what your beliefs are, and no matter what age you are.